I'm definitely in one of the greatest places in the entire world. El Salvador. Especially for surfing. With zero experience prior. I'm looking at waves right now. There are waves, the freaking ocean. Oh my God, this is my job right now, to just see if I can learn to surf. Oh! Let's go team. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Most of us have a goal to learn to surf. I've wanted to surf since I was 12, but never thought I could. I thought perhaps you have to be born with this innate skill or some other mysterious force, instead of just realizing that, like anything you want to learn, there is a formula to follow. I decided to seek out the best in the game to help me speed up the process, and I landed on Puro Surf Hotel and Performance Academy in El Salvador. Puro Surf offers yoga, visualization, breathwork, swim fit training, skating lessons, which assist in surfing, gymnastica natural for movement and body control, muscle memory classes on dry land to help nail the pop-up, and more. There's even a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu night for those interested in trialing something new. At Puro Surf, I worked with one of the world's best surfing coaches, Marcelo Castellanos, who is currently training the surf prodigy Brian Perez. Together with Marcelo and his highly qualified team, they led me through an intense 2-week training process of learning to surf.
Of course, as with any sport, there are different levels as to how good you are. And me, my beginning stage, obviously beginner, zero knowledge whatsoever. Yeah, no, nothing.
Marcelo just ran me through, asked me a whole bunch of questions. We were sitting here about my knowledge of surfing so far, like the history of it. I've realized that I'm going to come away with the solid foundations of what surfing is about, the etiquette of surfing. If you don't have the solid foundations, you're kind of screwed. Now we're going out into the water.
Let's go! I love that before we even hit the water, Marcelo every time explains to me little bits and pieces about waves or the sport of surfing. He said most people think that it's a lifestyle, but it's more a sport, and it turns into a lifestyle. You just live and breathe everything to do with this sport. So in order to get everything right with surfing and make sure that you're doing everything correctly and you have the right technique, you have to study this like a sport.
When you surf, what you want to do is maneuvers, and a maneuver is just a change of direction. So when you learn how to go left and right, you're going to be able to do maneuvers.
Just finished my first surf lesson. We spent realistically just 2 hours assessing what I am bringing to the table, which I have to admit isn't much. I will give myself credit that I know how to paddle quite well. That's about it.
After spending some time in this beautiful country 2 years in a row and speaking to the locals as well as the surfing obsessed expats, I was quick to learn that El Salvador's waves are special because consistency of waves, not crowded in the water, very warm water, waves available for all skill levels. According to Marcelo's well-mapped surfing skill roadmap, I'm starting as an absolute beginner. No understanding of the waves, the surfing etiquette, or any of the equipment.
Everything starts being a beginner.
I'm definitely nervous. I am afraid of the waves. I found out this morning that there are no sharks really in this area, which just took one giant fear away. I'm afraid of me not being able to succeed for some reason, and it's something that I've wanted for so long. And when you chase after something you want, it's always fear that it's not going to work. And then I don't want to disappoint anyone as well. I'm obviously creating a video for Puro Surf to promote their surfing academy, which is one of the best in the world, and I really want to make sure that I can deliver.
So is surfing really a formula-based sport? Marcelo has developed a formula that is starting to grab the attention of surfers worldwide, and it's called the 3 circles of power.
I basically simplify surfing in 3 circles. Because surfing, there's so many things that you have to learn, and if you start like trying to improve but you don't know how to start, it's really hard to get where you want to get. When you put together those 3 circles, the result of that is to get to the flow. And that's what we want to do, is to get to that mindset.
So I, Sorelle Amore, 31 years old, baby, I caught my very first proper, there's a wall, I'm surfing. Hello friends, I hope you're well. I'm well, ow, no I'm not. I have burnt myself real good. As my friend Flip says, you gotta pay to play. Oh man. I wore sunscreen, it's just my cheeks haven't seen sun ever. I also have a freaking cut on the bottom of my foot. I'm a little bit broken today. Surfing is ridiculously hard. Ridiculously hard. Because the playground always changes. Every single time you catch a wave, something's different. Every single time. I've thrown off so many waves. I didn't really catch anything today. I think that's just part of the journey. Some days you win some days you lose some. But anyone that can make it through that awkward learning stage where you just suck and it's embarrassing as hell and it's not glamorous, you're a special type of person to make it through this horrible period. Oh well, good morning. On a scale of 1 to 500, this is something I really don't want to do. I hate this sport because it made me break my elbow. Well, I was shit and I didn't know what I was doing and I broke my elbow. But don't want to do it. Okay, bye. I wanted to skate and surf and do all these cool things. Things, you know, you classify as cool. But I was like, I'm not cool, so I could never do that. Why would I do that? None of this is reserved for a particular type of person, a cool or not cool person. You can do it, like it doesn't matter. Anyone can do these things. It all comes down to the willingness to learn, the willingness to look like an idiot, the willingness to practice, fail, and then maybe succeed, maybe.
There's a lot of things that we have to work to get the result that we want to get. And for me as an holistic coach, my goal is to put your mind, your body, and your spirit in the best place possible so you can perform better. And not just in surfing, but in whatever you want to do.
Here on the Sunday, you are at Puro Surf, watching waves.
We can choose in between being a positive energy or a negative energy, and I choose to be a positive energy and share it with other people so they can turn into positive energy too, and then they can keep spreading that energy.
Surfing today was so good. I caught so many waves. We switched a board to a slightly bigger one so I could get used to the idea. So it had increased stabilization, but it was fiberglass and it was so easy for me to get up on every single wave. And I was like, Marcelo, this board is amazing. And apparently it was just like a mind shift as well. I felt a lot more relaxed, and even my coach picked up on that, which was super cool. And I just caught so many waves, and today was pure fun. And so it was amazing because my learning curve did go from I'm not bad, like I think I could do this, to horrible. And I was like, this sucks. I don't know about this. And today it just went back up again. And it's so rewarding. And it gives you this unbelievable confidence boost that you can try anything and you're just like, meh, we'll see what happens.
2 days later.
Oh, here we go. I think I smacked myself really hard when I was coming down on some waves multiple times, and it's hurting to breathe a little bit. I think today was probably the first time that surfing actually wasn't too enjoyable the whole time. It started off really well and I got a really nice wave, and then there was just whitewash and whitewash. Once my headspace changed from like, oh, this is amazing, surfing is the best, you have to encounter those really difficult moments. It's not all roses and unicorns and everything. So today was an interesting one, and so I'm not feeling thrilled about the experience. I still had fun, but the ups and downs are real. Definitely real whenever you're learning anything. It was bound to happen.
I'm such a big fan of the way that coaches now approach training. Myself personally, I have always been the type of person that's always like go, 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 no matter what. You just keep performing and keep going, and there's so much more research these days about relaxation and the need for relaxation, and if you don't have sleep, you're jeopardizing everything that you're doing. There's no point because you're not integrating, you're not recovering, your muscles aren't recovering, your brain isn't recovering. One of my favorite things about this whole training is how much relaxation has been put onto my schedule. Putting yourself in a position where it goes from nothing to a brand new skill that you're learning. Your body's using completely different muscles it's never needed to use before. Different techniques, mental games. So resting and recovery is, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
So it takes a long time, and the first thing is you have to accept that. People also have in their mind like, hey, how many hours it's gonna take me, or how many classes it's gonna take me to learn how to surf. And the truth is you're never gonna stop learning, because it's a journey and it's gonna be something you're gonna be doing for your whole life.
After a week of learning the foundations with the team, I extended my trip for another week to see if I could surf alone. Yes, my coaches were next to me, but they did not assist me at all, not choosing where to surf, not choosing which waves, not choosing where to paddle out. Everything I did by myself. 6 a.m., time to go surfing. I'm so happy. Damn. Instead of concentrating so much on technique, you know, when you're super focused because you don't understand how everything works and the waves and the people and everything, it's just a lot overwhelming. I think today was the first time where I subconsciously knew everything and I was putting everything into action. It feels like today is the official day that I think I can call myself a surfer. Let's see this!
Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna analyze based on the 3 circles of power. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alright! Very good! That was great!
There is so much more to the sport, and coming from a sports background myself, when I was trying to become an Olympic swimmer, I was super dedicated to that, and I am so grateful that we looked at different elements like breath work, visualization, rest, recovery, everything that we were eating. You can be so afraid and stuck in your own head, but if you can just realize that things are step by step and you have to seek out the best coaches around to push you when things get tough, everything can be done. I feel relaxed and unstoppable all at the same time. Thank you, Marcelo. Thank you to Puro Surf and everybody else that was involved in my journey. You humans are so rad. Here is my Instagram and Twitter if you'd like to see more. And until next time, ladies, gents, boys and girls, and everybody in between. Peace. If you want to take surfing off your bucket list, check out purosurf.com and follow Marcelo Surf on Instagram.